What is up, legends? We are back, and we are back with the Gacha Revenue for the month of May, and we got some good stuff to talk about, some interesting stuff to actually talk about. Right off the bat, you already know Hoyo going to be chilling up there at pretty much. The interesting thing here is that Hoyo won with Scion, but Naruto Mobile got 46 million. Let me tell you why Naruto Mobile got 46 million. They released the Madara War. I think it was the war version of Madara. If the last time I looked, I got kicked out of that. By the way, the Scion, because it's Tencent, and Tencent basically threw everybody out. So that's why you don't see many videos on it right now, because we can't really do much about it. Like if people are really covering it right now, it's literally like it has to be somebody from China or somebody who snuck in, and everybody else got booted at this point, which is one of the reasons why it's such a hot commodity right now, because the game actually continues to get better. It's the same Naruto Mobile that you will see on my channel, that I covered in the past, and it just kept progressing and got better and better. It's literally the best anime game like ever made, mobile wise. Not like on not console, but mobile wise, that's literally probably the best anime game ever made. And who knows if we'll actually see it. I have no idea why that game is not over here. It's about 7 or 8 years old now, and it like, look at the money it's generating. Like I don't do. Like I don't get it. I get y'all. Maybe somebody needs to petition and figure out why they like insist in locking that into China. But you know, that's where it's at right now. So the big shocker is, well, not really, because they kind of spoiled and said kind of like the gross before we got this number, but the official number now is 39 million for Soul Level and Arise. The crazy thing about this is that that's not even a complete month. That's global when it launched, and it hasn't actually had a complete month, because what was it, like 2 or 3 weeks in May that we had it. And yeah, that's crazy that it's not even a full month, and you're gonna see why that's perspective in a bit. Arknight came in and they got 35 million in CN, which is kind of crazy. 35 million, which is considered a down for global Honkai, which is like, obviously it's all of the recent characters that are coming through. Boot Hill doesn't count in that because he just came out. I guess the last day would count for that, but I don't think he would have made much of a difference. Well, maybe if people wailed out, but even still with that, and the character before that, it was still less, 7 million less than the previous month, which is interesting. Mainly probably because she's a support, and we probably were overloaded with support at this point. Not everybody, because I had ignored I knew Sparkle and all the rest of them before that, because I knew that the character was coming, but still, it's still respectable. Loving Deep Space is like a runaway train. They're just gonna make money with that game regardless of whatever they do. Genshin, obviously the CN version, and then the US version of Genshin actually did 14 million less than what it did previously. Now this is 23 million, so we can't even feel sad for them, but at the same time, it is so weird that Star Rail and Genshin are in the same company. And I found out, this is not confirmed or not, but it'd be pretty interesting if it is. I found out that for the most part, Star Rail has more women controlling it than men. And obviously, Genshin has more men controlling than women. That's an interesting. That's not confirmed. I was told that by somebody reliable, that has hands-on. That's what they believe is the reason for that. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's interesting. That's just all I'm gonna say. I don't really believe it, yes or no, like either way, but it makes you think a little bit. Like maybe the women are nicer. It could be a thing. Nikkei's being solid at 20 million. That's interesting. JP Monster Strike. I don't know how that game still make that much money, but it does. 16 million. Fate Grand Order, that makes about much sense. So if they just Fate just make money, JP version that is, 14 million. And then coming in with CN Wuthering Waves at 13.8 in CN. It's only been 10 days. Right now we're on, like, I think has it been 10 days? I don't think. Has it? No, no, it hasn't. It's only been a week. It's been like 8 or 9 days right now. Either way, it ain't been anywhere near anything. That's impressive. And I saw somebody actually complaining in the Discord saying, "Oh damn, they didn't make a lot. They didn't make money." Bro, it ain't even been 10 days yet. I don't think. So let's average that out. Let's even say it's 10 days. If you times that by 3, that's 39 million. This is exactly what Solo Leveling did in global right now. But that's the end though. We're gonna get the Wuthering, as you can see, coming down there. Puzzle Dragons, 12 million. AFK Journey, solid 12 million, is down 7 from the previous 19 million, mainly because they made a lot of mistakes and some tweaks and everything else like that, and people just not being receptive to the tweaks and everything else like that. It could have been saved if we just had like a test server, but then apparently companies don't believe in that no more. So nothing I can say about that. Dragon Ball Legends went up to 11 million, and then we have Wuthering Waves that came in at 11 million. Again, it's only been like 9-10 days, maybe 8-9-10 days, something between that. So if you put a whole month behind that with the average 33 million, respectable. That's pretty good. That put them right up there in the top 5, basically top 6, right behind Star Realm, between Love and Deep Space and then Genshin. They would actually beat Genshin and Nikkei if you average that out over a month. Both two long-standing games that make money all the time, they would beat them if they had the whole month. So, like, the panic people, chill out. It's only been like 8 or 9 days. I already see people like, they ain't making much money and like that. They should have made more. There's 20 million in 10 days, bro. You know how that would be. That nobody did that. Nobody did that this month. Like all of the games up there, 20 in 10 days would be like a 60 million average for the month. Nobody did that. Star Rail did 52. Naruto Mobile did 46. Like, how you expecting them to do something nobody else could do in this economy? I don't know, y'all. Anyway, Reverse 1999 did actually well in China this month with 11 million. Summoner's War down 1 million at 10 in global. Idol Master. Oh, that game. I forgot about that game. I actually put it on Hypewatch. I forgot about it. But Idol Master came in with 10 million. Good job. Uma, whatever. 10 million. I'm still mad them they won't global. Dragon Ball Dokkan went down. Dokkan seemingly like it makes money, but it's not what it used to be. Dokkan used to be like 30-40 million. I don't know what they were doing to make people ain't tired of Dragon Ball. What happened? Same thing with Dragon Ball Legends. Like, it's weird. Like they used to be like, if you guys remember, like this was like last year, 20-30 million. Like, I don't know what happened this year. Somebody's sucking. Ensemble Star 7 million. One Piece Bounty Rush. This is all JP stuff right now. 7 million. Blue Archive 6 million. Hatsumiku Colorful Stage 6 million. One Piece Treasure Cruise 6 million. Damn, what did they release? I don't even know. Normally I do know, but I don't know what Treasure Cruise on JP side. Arc Knight 6 million. Azure Lane went up at 5. If you guys remember what I said last month, and you notice it this month, last month seemed like a weird under reporting month, and it seemed like it normalized itself this month. Like, this is all looking like what stuff should look like. Or it could be that they just made more money. It could be a thing, but if you notice across the board, it seemed like stuff just kind of like normalized. Like, we was looking at it last month, like, how did this happen? And now it seems like it's a little bit better off now. Where we at now? Light and Night, that same Husbando game, they went down. Snowbreak Containment went up, which is interesting. Actually, not really, because they actually popping off on Epic Game Store, which not many games pop off on Epic Game Store, but apparently they do. So good on them. Good because I think Snowbreak is a great game now. A lot of content. Got your waifus for just nothing but waifus. And Ecchi is 18 plus now on the age rating. So, rock that out. Respect Snowbreak's name because it's actually a cool game now. Jujutsu Kaisen, that game fell off hard, dog. But up to 5 million on this one. Dragon Ball stayed the same in JP. Memento Mori stayed the same. I don't even know how they made 4 million. I swear to God, it's the biggest lie in Gacha, because there ain't nobody playing that game ever. Like, I don't understand, dog. 4 million where? It's literally it's like one person funding that whole game. Gotta be. One Piece Treasure Cruise 4 million, up from 1 million. Battle Cat. I still I always say I'm gonna play it. I never do. Let me write that down. I wrote it down last time. I just remembered that I still didn't do it. So I'm gonna try it today. Heaven Burns Red. Damn, it went down. That's because this is a normal month. They had a collab the last month. Epic 7 went down. Didn't Epic 7 just have a collab? I think so. But Epic 7 is cooked. They already ready for their next game. They already abandoned ship on Epic 7. I'm sorry, you OGs out there. It's pretty much the writing on the wall. The same thing with Outer Plane. That's why I don't even bother Outer Plane anymore. When they announced that next game, Outer Plane was straight on autopilot. Same type of stuff. Waifu every damn week. Epic 7 just decides to just never do endgame properly ever in like 10 years. I just don't get it. I would never trust Smilegate. Like, they did endgame properly in Outer Plane. Like, everything that they were supposed to do properly, they did in Outer Plane. And what I'm thinking is happening is they're taking what they learned from both Epic 7 and Outer Plane and going to put that in their new game, whatever, Palmelia, whatever the hell the name that is. I'm almost guaranteeing I'm gonna break it down when it actually happened too, because I was saying the same thing in Outer Plane. I was like, everything that they were supposed to do in Epic 7, they said, you know what, we're gonna do in Outer Plane and see if it works, and it did for a few months, and then they decided to nerf the gacha of the game, and then everybody was like, well, I'm out. I think they did it on purpose, just because they were making the new game anyway. So I really do think that happened. Fire Emblem, 3 million. 7 Deadly Sins, 3 million on that. Fate Grand Order got 3 million. Arknights did a little bit better. Arknights is fading away, global side. Blue Archive, they were fading, but Blue Archive kind of like hangs in there. Wow. Persona the Phantom X dropped by, that's a lot. And you know why they dropped? It's because the collab was over and they had characters that nobody knew what the hell they were. And even more weird is that companies be doing some, and they release characters in Persona that in the story, we didn't get to that in the story yet. We can't, because they obviously are going to release content over time. So they released a healer and then just announced a healer and another older woman, which is like a grandma, that are further ahead in the story that we can't actually see right now. So the healer we're gonna like see her later in the story, and the same thing with the grandma girl. And people don't know who the hell that is. So you're not gonna summon a character you don't know what it is. She was cute, but we still don't know who that is. Like, that's the worst possible idea. I would have never done it that way. All of the Phantom Thieves would have been all of the gacha for the first 2 or 3 months. This like, we just got Fox. Fox is the next one. Now that's all the Phantom Thieves would have just been the gacha for the first 3 months, the carry, and they would have been caking. It would have been 11 to 20 million dollars every month because of the Phantom Thieves. But no, they want to do it this way, and you see the end result of that nonsense. Yo, gacha business is so easy. I don't understand how companies just be failing. Like it's like common sense, the stuff that you really actually need to do, and they just don't do it. Like it's multiple companies too. It's not just one company that I could say, you know what, this company sucks. So like they all do the same thing. They whatever would make them the most money, that makes the most sense, that we all be like, this is what we need, this is what we like. We would like the pay to be this and this type of third, all the stuff that makes sense. These companies never do it. It's like they all take the Bandai course and decide to fail and blow everything up. 7 Deadly Sins. JP side 2.5. Dragon Ball Legends 2.4. Blue Lock fell off. Like I thought that was gonna do well. It just did not. 2.4. Honkai Impact the third. I strongly believe that the only reason why that game still exists is because Star Rail and Genshin exists. And they really did try to like modernize the game, but nobody cares. It's obvious, like it just doesn't generate money. Astra, holy hell. They went from 7 to 2. I can tell y'all already right now, and it pains me, and I'm still gonna keep playing it because I like it. Just kind of like is what it is. But Astra probably already done. At this point, that's a big you need to have like an average to start out your gaming cycle to pay back bills and everything else like that. When you lose basically almost 300% of what you made the first month into the second month, like that's problematic. And that's not even, granted that right there, that 7 million isn't even a full month. They had a full month now, and they only gained 2 million. Or for a busted character, Aurora was a busted character. She was a part of that, and they still only made 2 million. And a lot of it is, again, we didn't have things that we wanted. They took forever to do roadmap and get it together. They took forever to explain things with certain stuff, and then they had the whole Volania debacle and everything else like that. It's a ooh. I mean, they can still save themselves, but it ain't looking good. AFK Arena 2 million. Outer Plane 1.9. Azure Lane 1.9. Princess Connect hanging in there with 1.9. 11 Deep Space Global, that's terrible. They didn't do that well. One Piece Bounty Rush Global didn't do that well. AFK Arena Cien is not doing well. Pokemon Master EX, I keep forgetting that game exists, and I got a strong account, and yeah, they not doing that well either. 1.6. Azure Lane Global 1.6. Idol Master again 1.5. Final Fantasy War Visions 1.4. Damn, is that the first Square game up here at one point? Wait a minute. I actually had a discussion with somebody at Square about the mobile division. I can't say it right now, but hopefully I will be allowed to do exactly what I asked to do, because this is ridiculous. But anyway, but you'll hear about that in the future. Punishing Gray Raven. Scion side, the Scion side is supposed to be the strong side, and that didn't do that well at 1.3, but I think they're gonna phase out Punishing Gray Raven. I think that's gonna go bye-bye. Ever Crisis JP 1.3. That's the second one now. Love and Deep Space JP 1.3. Another Eden is another game that deserves more money. JP 1.2. Limbus Company hanging in there with their 1.1 million. The Battle Cats, 1.1 million. Epic 7 CN. Damn, CN is that low? 1.1. Black Clover Mobile. Wow, dog. There ain't no way Black Clover Mobile was making the end of the year. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There ain't no that game costs way too much money IP wise for it to only be making 1 million a month. There ain't no way it's getting the EOS is in the service before the year is out. I'm calling that. Path to Nowhere, 1.1. Bang Dream, Girl Band, Dislight, 1.1. Dislight is probably not long for the world either. It's been not long for the world. They've been packed that in. Aether Gazer, I'm sad for Aether Gazer. We already know what that is. Break My Case, I don't know what that is. I've never even heard of that before. Not even in any of my emails. So I might go look that up and write that down now. Brown Dust 2. I feel bad for Brown Dust 2 because it's not a bad game, but it's not doing that well. Same thing with Path to Nowhere, another cool game that's not doing too well. Dislight is actually a cool game, but they make bad choices. So they're look at that, 900,000. So between they get 2 million, and I know Dislight costs a lot to make. Their music, the art on their characters, the servers, because it costs a lot of money to have co-op servers. That's why I was so I'm concerned for games like Dislight, for games like Epic 7. Like the co-op and the PvP cost on the servers alone is that money right there that they're getting in gross. That takes up all the money right there to have all those slots on the server and everything else. Like, do yourself the favor and look up the cheapest online hosting slots when it comes to gaming. Look that up and how much that costs. Now, remember, about the cheapest that I could find when I was doing this for my game, per person, $3. Person, $3. Now, what happens if it's 3 times 100,000? You feel me? What happens if that game has 1 million people? Granted, they're not all going to be playing at the same time, but you're probably going to need that 100,000 to be the buffer. So, like, say if you have like an active, maybe 30, 40,000, something like that, or it might even spike on certain times. You get an update, and then you do end up over the 100,000 at that point. Now, I'm being nice with that price range with the $3. And then like it's probably more expensive than that. I'm just being nice because that's the cheapest I could find, and the server that I could actually for me, this was me looking up. You have to have a down payment on top of that, so you need like a $40,000 down payment. Then the hosting comes on top of that. So, this, like me as a person, just looking at that, like that's crazy. I was like, well, if this game get popular, and that is why I'm putting you guys up on game right now as we get close to the bottom right here. That's why when games come out and they end up being popular, happens every single game, every single time, whether it's mobile to PC to console. When they start hitting that cap, and you saw it with Wayfinder, and it was funny because somebody DM when I said that, I was like, why don't you just increase the server cap? Like, I'm pretty sure you got enough money to actually do it now. Like, just increase the server cap because ain't nobody gonna be trying to hear this. What ends up happening, say, like, I'll take Ever Crisis for example. Say they got a server cap of 100,000, and Ever Crisis ended up having like 400,000 people at launch trying to play that game. That's 4 times what the server cap was, and we were crashing, we're getting kicked out. Same thing happened in Wayfinder and literally every other online game where MMO, everything else like that. It happens in Final Fantasy 2 where they have to put those queues up. Queues be like freaking an hour because when they get these servers, they have a set limit, and then they say, you know what, if it becomes really popular, if we get the money, and then we'll increase the server. But you notice they don't do it right away. What they do is they get the money first. They get the money for it after a day or two, and then they say, hey, we're working on it, we're sorry, and everything else will give you compensation. And then when they have the money, they up the server limit, and then magically the server, our technicians are working. No, what happens is they raise the server limit. That is the biggest lie in gaming. I'm just telling you that, I'm putting you on game right now. It's the biggest lie in gaming, yo. It's nothing wrong with anything else like that. It's literally that the public outran the demand, and then they wait till they get the money, and then they up the servers to handle the demand, and then all of a sudden magically it just works. And people are like, why they can't get better servers and everything else? Technology can't handle 1 million people bashing it. There's no server on the planet that can handle that. We haven't got to that type of technology yet. That just doesn't happen. Like that, maybe in 20, 30 years from now, it will be able to, but not right now. So I just want to put you guys up on game, because it happens every time, like in gaming all the time, and people never really understand. I almost went too far on stuff. So Blue Archive is seeing this is where we're at the danger zone. As soon as we hit 1 million, we're at the danger zone. Everybody here is at the danger zone of getting canceled, basically. Blue Archive at 825. Tower of Fantasy CN 825. That's really not good for them, because CN is supposed to be their strong one. Ensemble Stars 825. Tower of God. New World 800K. I forgot that game exists. Persona 5 and KR 800K. Snowbreak Containment Zone Global at 800K. But that's not counted. That's 800K, I believe, just mobile sales. At the Epic Game Store doesn't count in this, I believe. Hatsumiku Colorful Stage 700K. Octopath Traveler, Bang Dream 700K. What's the 700Ks here? Dolphin Wave. I wish that would come gold. It'd be funny. War Vision 700K. 700K, and they got the Advent Children collab going on right now. It's still only 700K. Yeah, man, it's only been there a week, so maybe that wasn't enough to help them. Altaria Resurreda 700K, and that's not even the gold one. Yeesh. Grand Summoner 700K. Wow. Grand Summoner, yikes. Eversoul 600K. Puzzle Dragon 600K. Ever Crisis Global 600K. I can tell y'all right now, this is operating in the red. It's in the red right now in that tech, but that's 100% operating. Y'all know how expensive Final Fantasy VII is, and there's no way. And they just got the collab up for Monster Hunter right now. I actually was playing. I think I'll do a video later on that, but yeah, they're in trouble. One Piece Dream Pointer, it did well last month with that, with the money, not so much this month. It fell off. Girls Frontline, they might as well cancel that game. Honkai Impact the Third, JP 500K. Mobile Suit Gundam, Brave Exvius, all of this is 500K down here. Aether Gazer Global, dog, 500K. Reverse 1999, 500K. Oof. Echopolis Global, I forgot about that game too, 400K. Gacha Revenue JP, 400K. Devil May Cry Pika Comet, I felt so bad for that game because it's kind of cool. 400K. Another Eden, 400K. Mobile Suit Gundam Engage, that just cancel it, just EOS it. Magia Record 300K. Grand Summoners JP 300. Blue Lock 300. Punisher Gray Raven. Wow, that's all the way down here. Global? I thought I had said that already. Maybe, that's at the CN one. They might as well just pack that game up. Reverse 1999. JP 300K. Neural Cloud 275. Man. Guardian Tales, Princess Connect, Brave Exvius. Damn, Tower of Fantasy going to 4.0 and got 200K. Guardian Tales? Yeah, Guardian Tales gonna get canceled. Girls Frontline Revenue Starlight Relive, like all of this down here. I feel bad for all these people. Damn, Counterside is fading away, y'all. That's a good game too. Sambu Stars 180k. Alchemy Stars 170k. Both Alchemy Stars around the same thing. Captain Tsubasa, I'm like, why is that even still a thing? Altalia. You know what? Altalia hurts my feelings because I wanted that game to succeed, and I literally was getting on them 100%. 100% to help them. Like, there's certain things, like, again, just like I said with every other company that I was talking about up here, there's certain things that you need to do as a gacha company that you need to facilitate. Stamina, they waited way too late to fix stamina. Like, they fix it now. They waited way too late to fix gearing. They fixed it now. They waited way too late to fix limit breaks. They fix it now. Now nobody cares. Now they have to actually get like ads and stuff. There's no YouTubers covering it anymore. I don't cover it anymore. There's like one YouTuber covering it now. It's like too late now. Like the game is basically waiting the EOS at this point because that's an expensive IP too. I don't understand, yo. Some of these Eastern Asian companies, man, I don't get it. I just don't. Not that the West does any better. I won't even. Girls Frontline, 160, Octopath. And let me see if there's anything down here because we're pretty much at the end of it. Black Clover MJP is 90k. Jesus, that's not even worth even having a server up. 90k? Yeah, you can't even pay the water bill. Look damn Machi Battle Chronicle. Another game that they could have it could have not been that way. I don't know what could have saved NeuroCloud. One Punch Man World, holy hell. Now you know they are operating in the red. They make One Punch IP makes money, so it kind of don't even matter, I guess. I guess Love Live got canceled because they got the Skull Crossbones. Archlands, we're never getting that global. I say that every single time. We're never seeing that global. Look at Hegan, Idly Pride, all this down here, this Artery Gear. Man. All right, so the big takeaway here is that Solo Leveling did amazing. It's actually a pretty good game outside of the stupid Circle of Doom. Like Solo Loading, that's just getting memed. But it's actually a really fun game. Like, I'm close to max level in that game. I don't do a bunch of videos on it, but it's a game worth respect. And Wuthering Waves is doing fine. Like, I don't know why people busted the Panic Hammer. Like, it's only been like I said, like a week that the game's been here. Now, say that's been 7 days. It did 11 million. That'd be 44 million. I would, like, as a company, I'd take 44 million, just saying. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. And this is an interesting list.